What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Off-season session. As you see up there, people, you see it, right? There's been a lot of talk going on out there, a lot of talk, so LV had to hop on. I had to kind of give my breakdown of a lot of different things. But once again, if you're watching this on the replay crew, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with LV Live off-season show for them New York Knickerbockers. I will be back rocking and rolling pretty soon, though. You know, it's Giants season too, so they're doing like a mini camp. Camp officially starts for the G-Men at the end of July, so we got to be ready to rock and roll for that, right? Hopefully, we have a decent season, but we'll talk about football later, right? Right now, we got to talk about all the talk about iHart and all the stuff that's going on out there, right? So, the New York Post, Stephen Bondy, right? He comes out with a column. Stephen Bondy does a lot of great work over there at New York Post. I suggest you guys go over there, check him out, subscribe to him on Twitter. Or also, too, just go and, just go check it out as far as the New York Post goes, right? So he talks about iHart, right? And all the talks that are happening, going on. Of course, the big team that wants to get him is the OKC Thunder, right? So he talks about how they're pretty much looking like a sure thing that they're really, really, really going to go after iHart, right? Like, it's serious. So how do I feel about it, right? There's a lot of people talking, but how does LV feel? I'm not worried. Okay, let me tell you why I'm not worried. Let's break it down, okay? Okay, look. Based on the reports, the Thunder is saying that they could possibly, or not even Thunder saying, excuse me. The experts are out there saying, Rondo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Hope your summer's going well. The experts are out there saying, who are reporting to Stephen Bondy. Also, too, I saw it on Sports Illustrated as well. A lot of people out there reporting, talking about it. That it's looking like it can be like a 2-year deal, right? So basically, I believe the Knicks can give him up to 18, right? So they're going to probably maybe wind up capping off, let's say between 20 and 25, they probably give iHart, right? But it's only a 2-year deal. Because remember, guys, they got a crew over there. They got, Shea. They got, who is it? I think it's Jalen Williams. They got, of course, Chet. Like, they got a crew. They got Josh Giddey, who I think is not coming back. But I'm just saying, all in all, they got a crew over there. Of course, they got Lou Dort. Like, they got a solid crew. They were one play, to me, I feel, away from making it to the Western Conference Finals, right? That little foul, Shea Gilgeous, Mavericks knocked them off. They could have went back to a Game 7 at OKC. Remember, they were the #1 seed in the West. So we know how good OKC is. They're a young team. They're on the rise. But remember, guys are going to be coming up for contracts. So are they going to be able to really swing it to where they can pay iHart for 4 or 5 years straight? But based on the reports, they could probably offer him a 2-year deal. If I'm iHart, why would I do that? Why? Why would I do a 2-year deal? Anything could happen in those 2 years. Anything. And if things don't work out over there, after the 2 years, you're done. Yeah, you got your 20 or 25 million or whatever, your 50 million, cool. But if you're with the Knicks, you can get 4 years. I believe it's 72 and a half. Like, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. So if I'm iHart, I'm locking in that money. Even though let's say they give iHart 2 years, 25 million a season. He's getting 50 million. Last I remember, 50 is more than 72. Excuse me. LVC, I'm bugging. 72 is more than 50. And you're locked in for 4 years. And the other dynamic of this, too, is that what people got to pay attention to is that it's not OKC was the number one seed in the West, right? The Knicks were the #2 seed in the East. So you're not really like, it's not like you're going from a team that stinks to a team that's at the top of the West. That's not what's happening here. You're on a team that can be contending for a championship just like that team in the West. So what's the difference? You're established here. You've built your culture here to where you can be a perennial power out here. Big Taz, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Yeah, emergency live stream, Big Taz. You got that right, man. Had to touch on this. There's a lot of talking out there, a lot of crazy talk about iHart. I had to let everybody know how LV Live feels. So you're not changing anything. The only thing you're changing is you're going from the city to the sticks. That's it. But it's not like you're going from, like I said, a bad team to a good team. Both teams are contending. They were the number 1 seed. The Knicks were the number 2 seed. We were the number 2 seed, and we were down our all-star. You pair Randall with Brunson, I think we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think we give Boston a push to the brink with Randall and the whole crew. Everybody locked and loaded. We push Boston to the brink. So if I'm iHart, why would I leave and go someplace else that's just as good? Let's be clear. OKC's no fluke. They're legit. But then I'm taking less money. Excuse me, more money, but less years. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Quick emergency live stream, man. Talking crazy about iHart. Namit, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. The whole crew's rolling through, man. Appreciate it. All my people, man. Appreciate y'all coming through rocking with me. So why would you change that? Like, why would you know what I mean? This is where you built your name. And it's only like they're talking about only a 2-year deal. The Knicks are going to give you 4. We don't know what's going to happen in those 2 years. What's going to happen? You can go out there, you can go out west, you can tear an Achilles, knock on wood, right? And they may not want you after those 2 years. They may say, hey, look, man, it's not working out. We thought it would be a good fit, but boom, you know, we're gonna sign our crew. Because that's why they can't extend him that long. Because remember, Chet and all those guys are gonna be coming up for big money. Shea, Jalen Williams, all them dudes are gonna want big bread. They're gonna pay them before they pay iHart. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, why would you do that? Not saying that iHart will, but that's what the reports are saying, that's what the Thunder would do. So now, like I said, you got the comparisons of the two teams. The other dynamic is this too. You've established such a win culture here, and then you've established yourself as being the starter here. Starter. If he goes over there, he's coming off the backup check. So why would you go, once again, it's going backwards, guys. Only for an extra, because if let's say they give iHart in between 20 to 25, the Knicks can only give him, I think, up to 18. So you're only getting an extra $5 million. It ain't like they're giving you an extra $20 million. It's not like he's getting $30 million over there to where he's going to wind up getting $60 million for that. That's not going to happen for a backup center. He's not starting. Chet's going to be starting. Because remember how they run their offense. They run their offense with they want their big popping at the top of the key to be able to hit that 3 like a Dirk Nowitzki. iHart's not that. So you got to just pay attention to those dynamics. So with that being said, is that really a smart move for him to go over there for an extra $7 million or something like that to come off the bench when you could be here in something that you've established and be a starter? Because he's going to start next year. Trust and believe what he did, his sample size, and what the Knicks are going to give him, he's starting over Mitch. There's no way Mitch has lost his spot. Period. Why would you do that? Right? So those are the things I'm throwing out there. Like, you guys got to think about this now. Why would he do that? Why would he go out there for an extra $7 million more to come off the bench? And he could start here that. So that's like number 3, okay? LV's losing his count here. I salute everybody coming through rocking with me today on this Tuesday night, man. Hope everybody's enjoying their summer. It's nothing like summertime in New York City, man. Nothing like it. Everybody make sure you go to the beach, you go to the water parks, you do all that, go to Central Park, Go to all the parks, Prospect Park, everybody. Barbecue, do it up this summer, man. We only get 3 months. Let's enjoy this summer. So now you got to think about demographics as well, right? See, I'm talking about New York City. Boom. Why would you leave Broadway, where you're center stage? The Knicks are center stage now, even more so than OKC. And OKC is the best team in the West. Nothing is hotter than the Knicks when the Knicks are rocking and rolling in this league. Hotter than fish grease, nothing. Primetime basketball all the time, playing with the Knicks, starting to go out to the sticks to come off the bench. Think about it. So I'm just saying, why would you do that? So there's all this. So once again, all this talk about iHart, I think it's a bunch of smoke and mirrors, man. I think he's staying. I don't think he's going anywhere. And then the last part of it, right? Now you guys are gonna be like, nah, LV. Trust and believe this happens. And this is probably top of the list. If I remember correctly, if anybody knows out here, he got married or he's engaged. And his wife is an aspiring model or is a model in New York City. Or his wife to be, excuse me. Do you think, based on her career and what she's trying to do, she's going to want to go to OKC if she's trying to be a model? I'm just saying, guys, I'm throwing this out there. You guys are going to probably say, LV, you bugging. These things matter, guys. You got to pay attention. These guys are still people at the end of the day. They're not just ball players. They got lives outside of this. So if she's an aspiring model, she's right smack dab in the middle of the modeling central in the world, in New York City. You can say New York City, Fashion Week, right? You got LA, you got Europe, you got Paris. It all comes back to the city. So she's right here in the Mecca, the heart of it. Why would he pack up his bags and move her to the sticks when she could possibly have a great opportunity to really flourish with her modeling career? You guys may not think that matters, man, but that does. That does. Okay, I got a couple of things I want to touch on, but let me get to the chat, man. People are chopping it up in here. Let me see what's going on. All right, Atlantic Line says, I think it's established that iHart is better than Mitchell Robin. Unfortunately, although I love Mitch, I think it's time to move on from him to allow Cap to open up for iHart. Ooh, I love that Atlantic Line. Always coming through with the flames. Well said, sir. I have to say I agree with you. I have to say I agree. Coach says 8 points, 8 rebounds isn't worth 4 years, $72 million. I'm going to read your rest of your stuff, Coach, but I have to disagree. But I want to see what else you say, Coach. Atlantic Line says OKC might mess around and put iHart at the 4 on a similar to what Minnesota did. No, they're not going to do that, Atlantic Line. Atlantic Line, they're not going to do that because of how they run their offense. They don't. If you paid attention to how they ran things, they did not. They have a big over there. There's another guy named Jalen. I forget his last name. He comes off the bench. He's pretty solid. Him and Chet don't really play together. They love Chet at that 5 to where it opens up the court. Because he's such a threat at the 3, they love the open court because then it gives SGA room to operate. And Jalen Williams room to operate as well. So they like having a stretch 5. Big Task says, don't go to Prospect Park, man. Yo, Big Task, man. Listen, Prospect Park's nice, man. On not the side you're thinking about. I'm thinking about on going towards what's that side? It's on the opposite side of the library. Kind of like where they said the Cosby Show used to be at. On that side is nice over there. I think it's I mean, I'm not a Brooklyn cat, man. So, but I can see it. I don't know what it's called, but it's nice over there, though. It's nice on that side. I got people's over there. Okay, Coach says I don't think Leon's writing that check. Coach says I think they are happy that he can get a bag elsewhere. Plumlee for the minimum. Coach says, let's put in perspective. A career backup is offered $22 million. I think he should take it. Big Seth said, exactly. Just like the situation with Lala and Carmelo Anthony. Agreed, sir. All right, now Coach is on fire. Tim, what's going on HBO, man? Harlem BX all day. I appreciate you coming through rocking with me on this Tuesday night. Coach is on fire because he wants Cat here. Look. Coach wants Cat here. He doesn't care about anybody else but Cat. They got smoked in the Western Conference Finals, so now that gives him a perfect opportunity to open up the lane to bring Cat back home. Not happening. All right, Coach. He's a career backup, but here's the thing, man. He had a breakout season, and he's a big part to what it is the Knicks like to do. I love Mitch, but he's a better player than Mitch. He just is, and they're the same age. So, for me, based on what I saw, that second half of the season, January on, with OG Anunoby, Randall, that lineup was ferocious, man. So for me, for what I'm looking at and how well he played, he's only going to get better. So $22 million for a career backup. Some guys have breakout seasons, Coach, and I think this was his. But the question is, if OKC is willing to give him $22 million and the Knicks can only offer him 18, will he stay? Will he stay? Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming to rock with LV Live tonight. Coach, if the Knicks can give him 18 a year, that full 72, and OKC's giving him $22 million, would iHart stay? Would iHart stay? And he knows he's going to be starting out here as opposed to coming off the bench in OKC. Coach says, what part of 8 points, 8 rebounds is a breakout season? Please explain it. Kind of slow. Coach, this is easy work, man. You know this. When a guy gets an opportunity, right, to really showcase what he can do, you want to see how he affects the game totally. Coach. So rebounding, blocking shots, protecting the paint. There's only one ball. I'm not expecting him to average 25, 30 points. I'm not expecting him to average 17 to 20 points. No. With Randall and Brunson taking over that pretty much that brunt of the scoring, you only expect him to do exactly what he does. Get rebounds, which he does at a high clip, defend that paint, great passes from the middle, and that's it. Play your role. And those guys that play their role are championship players, man. They're the reasons why teams win championships. Look at Aaron Gordon out there with Denver when they won it last year. Guys like that are the reasons why you win championships, man. And to me, he's a perfect glue guy that you need in that middle because he doesn't need the ball to make an impact. He blocks shots, he rebounds, and he's dangerous at the top of the key. Passing and all that, cutting, makes us a total team. He is a perfect piece to what it is that we do. So points and all that other stuff, Coach, it doesn't really define the gravity of what iHart does to the Knicks and how much we changed in what we were. We were the best team in the league in January when everybody was healthy and iHart was spearheading that. Because he's the monster in the middle, blocking shots, taking up the paint, making it easier for guys like Randall and OG Anunoby to operate. So that's why, to me, he demands that. It's so much more than points, man. And you know that, Coach. It's so much more than points, man, in this league. There's only one ball. So certain guys are going to dominate the shots as they should. But you got to play your part and do the things that you need to do to create winning basketball. And that's what he plays. He plays winning basketball. Tim says, we don't need Cat. We got Randall. He's going to finally perform well in the playoffs, and we're going to upset Boston and go to the finals. We will win it. Yo, Tim, you get 5 stars for that, man. 5-star general with that, man. We don't need Cat. No more Cat talk. I know, Coach. I know you want him here. That's why you want everybody to leave. Coach says, wait a minute, right? So you're saying points and all that doesn't matter, but when Mitchell Robinson is out there, y'all got something different to say? Coach, I love Mitch. I love Mitch. But him and iHart do the same thing, but you know the difference is, Coach? iHart does it at a higher clip. He's dangerous at the top of the key in passing and that little touch shot. Mitch has no offense. Nothing. You got to give us something. He can't give us anything unless he's not getting a lob. So he's basically iHart. iHart is basically Mitch, but with the offense and with the passing. What did Mitch get? Mitch got 4 years, 60-something. Didn't he get that? You telling me iHart's not worth that? They just giving him a little bump. Mitch got, I believe, 4 years, 60-something million, man, if I'm correct. Anybody look at the numbers. I can't check it right now. But I'm just saying that's what Mitch got. And iHart had a better season this year than Mitch. Big Cat said exactly, right? The East is where the dogs roam, and Cat is not a dog. Coach said, I didn't bring up Cat, but since y'all did, now I'm on my soapbox. Coach wants him back. He wants him back here. Bad. Not happening, Coach. And like I said, I thought Mitch got no. Mitch didn't get 4 years, 80. No way. No, listen. I don't. No way. Did he? No, Mitch didn't get 4 years. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, I was right. I knew it. See, I'm bugging. Atlanta Klein, I appreciate you going and check. Yeah, he got 4 years, 60. That's what I'm saying. So you mean to tell me if he got 4 years, 60, iHart shouldn't get a little bump because of how well he played this year? He's getting 4 years, 72, and you got to hit the max because you don't want him to go nowhere. That's why you give him the max. If you want to bump him down, you can give him 4 years, 67. But you got to go to the tippy top because you want to let him know, listen, we're serious with keeping you. Based on Stephen Bondi, they can only keep him, what? They can only possibly offer him 2 years and whatever that deal may be. I think it's going to be anywhere between 20 to 25. I truly doubt that the Thunder go up and give him 30 years. 30 years. 30 million per year. I doubt they do that. There's no way they go that high. So if they're anywhere between 20 to 25, I truly think the Knicks could, but with that, what is that? 4 years, 18, what is that? 4 years, 72, what's that? 18 a year, right? People do the math for me, man. I apologize. LV, they got it together tonight, man. Doing a quick hitter. Ed Santana, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. If it's your first time coming through rocking with me and my crew, please subscribe to the channel. But I appreciate you coming through, man, rocking with me and my crew, man. Coach says, I can replace iHart with where? What are you talking about where? You talking about the kid from the draft? The kid from Indiana? You talking about him, Coach? Where? Who you talking about, Coach? You talking about the guy from the draft? You talking about the kid from the draft? I'm not sure. But I'm just saying, if I'm iHart, I'm taking the 4 years, man. I'm taking the 4 years. 4 years, 72. And I know I'm going to wind up starting. Coach says deal starts at 17. Okay, so but the total for the year or 60, it starts at 16 that's what it starts at, Coach. But the Knicks cap it out. What's that, Coach? It's 18. I think it's 18.2, right? It's 18.2. If the Knicks cap it out, the deal starts at 16.5 to 17. But the Knicks can cap it out at 18.2. Am I correct? Coach is cheaper, younger, better. Yo, listen, I heard about that kid, man. I heard his motor's terrible. I heard he's good. I heard when I know the kid from Indiana. When Woodson got him, I heard he started playing better. But prior to that, this kid, he's a McDonald's All-American, blah, blah, blah. But I heard his motor is terrible, man. I heard he's like up and down. He's like, sometimes he's asleep at the wheel. We don't need that. Period. Ed Santana said, I think iHart starts in New York. Mitch might get it traded, right, along with Bogey. Agreed. Agreed, sir. Agreed. That's what we're discussing now, man, because I think that's, to me, that's the best move for iHart. I'm not going somewhere coming off the bench for an extra $6-7 million because that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. So if the Knicks can cap me out and I'm getting 18.2 because I done maxed out that deal with the Knicks, and they want to give me, let's top it off. Let's say they want to give me 25. What's the difference? It's $7 million. It's not like they give me whole 10 to $15 million more. It's not happening. Coach said that's what they said about Mitch. Coach, listen. I understand that. I'm not touching that kid, man. I'm not, because here's the thing. I don't need a guy that's going to come in here and talk about they got a low motor. I don't need that, especially for what this team is. Listen, guys, we're ready to win now. We need guys that are coming ready to go. Perfect example, right? I love Ryan Dunn, local kid. I love him from Virginia. Local kid. I love what he is at Villanova. The problem with him is that he can't score. This is very similar to Deuce. Now, hopefully, whoever helped Deuce with his jump shot, they can help this kid because he's a defensive beast. And he's a Thibodeau player coming off the bench, about 6'6", 6'7", and he's a local kid, which we love, from Long Island. But the problem is he can't score. He can't shoot. In this league, you got to be able to spread the floor. And I want guys that can come in and play now. That's where we're at right now with the Knicks, people. We're not building on nothing. We're not trying to, get guys in here, developmental guys. No. We trade on them dude guys away. We need dudes that come in and play right away. Coach said, iHart is in New Orleans no well. No, he's not. Listen, man, they would just give New Orleans a bounce pass or a scoop pass. Just one of these, and he would be dropping it, man. He'd be dropping it. His hands were like glass, man. He could not hold a cup of water, man. Not even close. What do you guys think about Zach Edey? Zach Edey, you touching Zach Edey? Let Mitch go and getting Zach Edey. Ed Santana said, I'm not trading Randall for Cat. Hell no, right? Rather stay. Right. Give me Caruso, pause, Clarkson, etc. Agreed. I like Caruso, man. I like Caruso. I was about to mention him too. Jeremy Nussbaum, man. I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Listen, if it's your first time coming through, please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew, man. Walter White, appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. If it's your first time coming through, please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my LV Live crew, sir. Appreciate you. And then Ryan says, why not try to develop Sims more? Agreed, man. Listen, that's a good point. That's a good point. Listen, the reality is this, guys. Like, and I'm gonna do another show about the draft and all this other stuff. We got to look at, okay, guys that are gonna be ready to play. Like Ed Santana stated, like, I would love Caruso coming off the bench. Love Caruso. That's a perfect piece to what it is the Knicks can build off of. You get Caruso coming off the bench with Josh Hart. These guys are defensive monsters, man. Do you not understand? And they could score. Caruso's big. He's about 6'5", 6'6", and he could defend. He's like a poor man's Drew Holiday. So what I'm saying is that's what you need. You see what Drew Holiday's doing with Boston. You see what he did with the Bucks, right? He's a difference maker because he could defend and he could score. If Tatum kicks it out to him, he can knock it down. I love that. Tim says 4 years, 72 million is good for iHart, right? He's going to take it if he's a real close to winning, but trade Mitch and get somebody like Drummond who's a dog and who could score. You know what? I would love Drummond too, man. I would love Drummond. I would love Drummond, man. I would love Drummond, but it's got to be at a good price because Drummond knows it depends on what the price is going to be for Drummond, man. It depends on what the price is going to be for Drummond. I would love Drummond. I would love Drummond. I would love Drummond and Caruso. We can get those two. That would be perfect coming off the bench for the Knicks. Perfect. Because Drummond defends and he rebounds like he's a rebounding monster, man. Coach says, when everything goes down the way I said, I'm gonna make sure y'all call me Coach. Not sure, Thomas. So, Coach, what are you saying, Coach? Coach, you're saying what do you? I want to hear what you're saying, Coach. All I'm hearing is you saying no, nothing to iHart, and you're saying Khalil where? What are you saying is going to happen? I want to hear from you, Coach. Jeremy says Kevin Looney or Andre Drummond. Right. By annual exception, $4.6 million. Ooh. I like Drummond, man. I like Drummond. I like Moody too. I mean, I like Looney too. But Looney doesn't rebound the way Drummond does. Drummond's a monster coming off that bench. He's oh man. Guys, you gotta understand how good Drummond was when he first came in the league. He just got caught up. But he's still that good of a player, man. He still should be starting someplace, but because of whatever. But he's perfect piece coming off the bench. Coaches Cat, Mitch, Ware, Plumlee, the front cross rotation. Yeah, Coach, you see, you got me up here sweating. Listen, my man, Cat's not coming here. Okay? Stop with the Cat talk. No one wants Cat here, man. He's not better than Randall. You see, he looked worse than Randall in the playoffs. Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals, he just disappeared. And like I told you, Coach, he does not rebound, man. If he ain't hitting that three, he's non-existent, man. That's the issue with him. Now, when he's hitting the three, he's doing all Cat stuff. He's scoring in the low box, doing everything else. Excuse me, guys. But if he ain't hitting that three, he's non-existent. That's the issue with Cat. And he said Plumlee. Come on, man. Coach says Randall Bojan for Cat Plumlee for the minimum. Where in the draft? Yo, Coach is on fire tonight, man. Coach is on fire. Cat's not coming here, man. He's not coming. No one wants Cat. He said, y'all started it. So listen, really quick in the chat. What do we do, right? Does iHart stay or does he go? You heard what LV said. Jeremy says no. No, the Cat. I know Cat is good. No one wants Cat. Dunrose Garman, man. I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, man. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for coming through and rocking with me and my crew. Please subscribe. Dunrose said, let Sims go and maybe iHart go get Zach Edey for the NBA draft. Here's the thing, though, Dunross. Where's Mitch? You can't let Sims go because you get Zach Edey for who? Because Mitch is still there. So if you say let Mitch go and you want to get Zach Edey, okay. But Mitch is going to play over Zach Edey. Mitch is a better player than Zach Edey is right now. Problem is with Mitch, man. I love Mitch. He's becoming injury prone. Once you get that stigma, man, it's kind of hard to really solidify yourself, man. And I think that's why he's struggling right now. Or the perception of him is struggling. His name is in trades and stuff like that. And I love Mitch. I want Mitch here. But the problem is that you got to stay healthy in this league, man. You got to stay healthy. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's truly, truly the law of attrition. The team that wins is mostly the most healthy team. And that's why Boston's doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. Coach said, how can you look worse than Randall when Randall didn't play? That's my point. That's my point. Yeah, you said Cat was doing his thing tonight. Yo, Coach. Listen, look. Nah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. All right, listen. He was doing his thing. I let you know. I give you your props. But boss, let's keep it a buck. He stunk it up in the West Coast. He stunk it up. You can't. Ant-Man was trying his best, but you can't be the number 2 guy. You stink it up like that in the Western Conference Finals. That can't happen. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. And the problem is what I noticed with Cat is if that 3 ain't If he ain't knocking that down, that's it. It's a wrap for him. And he don't rebound at a clip. See, Randall will get on the glass, man, and get offensive boards. That will get him started. Cat struggles on the glass, man. He doesn't go hunt down rebounds. Randall gobbles them up, man. That's the difference. That's why I give Randall the edge than Cat. And we already talked about it, too. Cat let his man get fiended out by Draymond. So Cat he can't come on his team. Once that happens, it's over for him. Sorry, it's a wrap. Tim says Drummond from the NY, right? He's from Mount Vernon, right? Definitely would consider coming, especially seeing how good this team. You know what? That's a good point, Tim. He is from Mount Vernon. I could see that. But the only way that's going to happen, Tim, man, is that Mitch has got to go. They got to figure out a way to get rid of Mitch, and they got to see if Drummond's willing to take. What they said, 4.6. Yeah, that's a pretty low number, man. That's like chump change. That's around Deuce's number. You know what I'm saying? So is he going to be willing to take that, considering he's going to know everyone's going to want him because of what he can do off the bench, right? So I got to see. What that looks like. But listen, guys, that's my show. I appreciate everybody coming through. Listen, man, LV Live will be back. We got to get rocking and rolling for the draft and stuff like that. And the summer league, so LV will be back on. So we got to get this thing popping and rolling. Also, too, like you see behind me right there, you see the Giants going to be rocking and rolling pretty soon. So I will be back to talk about that as well. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight, man. Listen, everybody enjoy this summer, man. Everybody go out, hit them barbecues. Enjoy it, man. We only get 3 months of this in New York, man. You know how it is. So enjoy the summer. Go to the beach, go to the water park, do it up, man. Great adventures, everything, man. Do that. Enjoy it. Have fun, man. Enjoy that summer, right? I'm going to holler at y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. You know I love you guys. I do this for y'all, so I appreciate it, man. Listen, that's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, it's your first time coming through. You're watching this on a replay gang. Please subscribe and also to leave comments. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.